that way. Just put LUNE. Yeah, so if you could drop books to this now, that would be great.
Yeah, I'm.
Thank you.
We'd show everyone on stream.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I also have the handful of Garcelle designs that I did.
Oh, cool.
I showed you.
Wait, designs for what?
Garcelle. The dragon.
Oh, the dragon.
Yeah. Forge a cat for the year.
Forgot about him.
There's a cat dragon and a bull dragon and a bat dragon.
Steve's.
Were they originally going for like, bat dragon?
Yeah.
I could see a bat. I could see a cat.
Kirby just told me to draw whatever.
Yeah, just draw whatever, man. A few of them we can't show on stream because
Because they're too cool.
Because JJ just drew whatever.
Okay. What?
Oh, well, gotcha.
Staff, handedness, 2H, range, 2, 2, 3.
2/2.
Rarity. Oh, okay, yeah. Rarity is uncommon. Oh, getting a message on Skype. My Skype's super laggy, so I can't.
It has been.
It has been, but the issue with my Skype is that if I go and re-download it, it's fine for 3 days. I just don't want to re-download it every time.
This is the best.
Okay, look at this.
My favorite creature is the mustache face.
Drop it in the box.
That's Slim Whitman.
Slime Whitman.
That's Slime Whitman.
Cute. I like the cute little dragons. Especially the one that's all hunched over at the top right. He's like, "Arr." Let's go look at the others. Join me on an adventure stream. Okay, the one that's closest. So I saw the bear orangutan in the bottom left.
Yeah. See, he was pretty much doing what I was doing. Where it's hard to not make it bear-like without making it a fat naked guy.
Yo.
You know what I mean?
That's kind of his wheelhouse, though.
Yeah, I know.
The
So it's just a big fat, patchy, hairy, naked guy with big claws and a dumb face.
Big old fuzzy cheeks.
the Turvoxel that's closest, I think, is the one on the top row, third to the left. The scheming one.
The one with the really big jaw?
No,
Or the really poofy jaw?
the one
The poof.
the one who's like got his hands together and they're kind of bent at the elbow and they're
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one he's talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's just scheming. I wanted his owl face to be much more and instead of to be scheme like though, I wanted his owl face to be, let me see if I can go find it on Google Images. Very innocent. It's like the owl part of him is just very cool and calculating, but also very yeah, like this. Hold on, I found it. If you go to the stream, you can see sort of what I was thinking.
Wait. You can't. I can't. I can't. Internet doesn't. Internet doesn't. Internet's not good enough to stream.
Copy link address.
I know for a fact the internet there is good enough to do that.
I'm on wireless and it's been really wonky lately.
I know for a fact it's good enough to do that.
I got your back, JJ.
You also know for a fact that the internet is incredibly unstable here.
Oh yeah, but screw you.
He's calling you a liar. That's
If
what
you
he's
don't
saying.
want to visit the page, you can.
Yeah, I think Josh is lying.
Previous page. Animals World. Oh, just all of them?
Oh, just one of them.
Oh.
It's the one.
You have to just copy the image URL
Is
instead of
it
the web.
Owl Wallpaper number 3?
Oh,
It sure isn't.
Owl Wallpaper number 5?
It sure isn't.
copy image URL. Here you go. Hopefully this website isn't one of those nice, cute image websites that's loaded with viruses.
Of course it is. They all are.
There you are, JJ. I think that's the one.
Oh god, it looks cracked out.
See, he's just like, oh.
Oh!
So you have one of those snowy owl faces that has its eyes open like that, and then the fox part of it is the schemer, you know.
It's a little fox arm scheming.
And the turtle part of it is the turtle.
The turtle part of it is the thing that makes it move slow. It's just
Yeah,
flapping
the
its wings super hard to keep it aloft. Its whole existence is this tortured, painful, chimeric.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh!
I didn't think it was going to be like that at all.
He's in this chimeric hell, and he just wants his life to end, but because he can't end his life because he's so slow, and all of his suicide plans are way too ingenious not to use on someone else. Yeah.
I thought you'd like the Terfoxyl King the best.
Yeah, he's very cute too.
He's fat.
He's fat, but he's got a tiny crown. That's a normal size crown, by the way. It's just a very big.
He's the very big Terfoxyl.
Terfoxyl.
Staff, uncommon affixes.
When I was making the orangutan, Scott came in and I erased the orangutan's face and like put slime whitman where it was.
I'm surprised Scott didn't think you were drawing him.
No. At one point I was like, I need hair draping off of someone's fat rolls. Scott, I need you. I need his reference. He's like, I'm not dead, Harry.
Going back row, comma. Pay 5 mana to deal 5 damage, direct damage, to that enemy. If you make it 10 mana, then that's an uncommon. Name Spoop. I don't know.
The spooperizer.
The spooperizer. You just got spooped. Magic missile.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what you're doing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking in my head. I was like, how do I make a magic missile staff?
Arcane shot. There you go.
Arcane shot.
Fireball.
Fire, ball.
What kind of form are we gonna put the fire in? You know, we gotta.
Fire horse.
Fiery soul.
Volcano.
Ledger
What if
domain.
it's like a bolt? It's like a bolt, hear me out, but it's also ice. So it's an ice bolt.
You got this
What
bolt,
is-
see? It's coming from the sky, see? And then it ends up on the forehead of this kid, and he goes to magic school.
And that's Harry Potter.
No, it's my original character, Barry Blupper.
Barry Blopper. I love that guy. That's my favorite guy.
A E A E A E A A E A E A E. Meaning magic. It is derived from Aeli artes, magic arts. What? I can't believe this is a word.
What was it again?
A-E, A-E, A-E is a word.
Is it now?
Yes.
Ay.
Yeah.
I want to find out how to pronounce it.
We just told you.
Really?
Ay.
Iea?
Yeah.
Yeah. Radical.
Tubular.
Iea.
Yeah.
Iea. Or Aea. Well,
That's what it's named.
I got a new Scrabble word. I'm not naming it that. No way.
But it's such a good name.
If I can't pronounce it, we can't name it that.
I
my
can't pronounce
test.
a lot of words.
Right, but that's my test. If I can't pronounce it, we don't name it that. Like, I was thinking about legerdemain, even though that's not really a name that you'd call something that's just uncommon. I was considering it, and then I had to go and have it pronounce it, because I thought it was going to be pronounced legerdemain, and it wasn't.
Idiot.
I know. We could name it Flimflam,
We could.
or Rigmarole, or Gobbledygook, Hoax.
Kirby, you never said anything about the wasps.
The wasps are cute.
Wasps are cute.
I'm thinking either like something incredibly menacing and like the size of my hand, or something very small and
The size of.
the size
I'm not
of
going to finish that joke.
like a ha finger. Yeah, because I think that the thing about the wasps is that they're not quite any more terrifying than a wasp is or a snake is. It's just that there's both of them. It's like a cazador, basically.
Well, I would think it'd be pretty worse because it could like use its entire muscle body to like, sting you harder,
Sting
and
and bite.
then like, well, it uses its like stinger as an anchor point to like flick its head around to bite you.
Yeah, maybe. It could be kind of terrifying. You just
I
got
was
a whole
thinking the
bunch of
backwards
them.
of that.
Just go.
It holds onto you with its mouth and just repeatedly stings you till you die.
Oh God!
Ow, stop! Yeah, it would be kind of annoying. Depends on how big they are. That's really for me how terrifying they are. Because I think if you have something that's the size of a hand, you can actually kind of hit that out of the air with your weapon. Whereas if they're smaller, like even though they may be doing a little bit less damage, they're really annoying.
Maybe they have like maybe they like overlap on each other in the rows, like in Grimlock. Oh, they had like swarms of things,
Mhm.
and those things are super hard to hit. And
Oh
they
yeah, the
just-
swarms of insects.
yeah,
Yeah, those things suck.
Ugh.
and they had like the rats, I think it was, where they could be on the same row as you.
You can only hit them, like, not with projectiles.
Yeah.
And I got a word. I got a name for it. So we're on to the next one. Oh, good day, peeps. You talking about wasps? We were talking about wasps. If you, JJ, why don't you send the Dropbox links to the main chat?
All right. I need the main chat. I need the main chat. Logan, give me the main chat.
The Kingdom group chat?
Oh, it's the group chat. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought you meant the stream chat.
No, no, no. No, no, no.
Okay.
No, 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 no,
No, no, no, no, no.
no, no. Subtype. Subtype? Subhype?
So hype.
Crossbows?
I can't. Fuck. Can't copy the selection without copying the date too. Dang it. Alright.
Rarity. Rare, because crossbows have to be rare, guys.
Right.
Reflexes.
Cross the blocksons.
Affixes. What sorts of affixes we got? This Demdare crossbow. It's going to be kind of not so good, even though it's rare. Maybe all crossbows have to reload, but have better stats.
Well, reloading would take their action. So that means the damage would have to be double the amount of a normal bow.
No.
Or have double the threshold of a normal bow.
Yes. Double the amount is silly and bad.
I know. That's what World of Warcraft does with their two-hander weapons.
But see, we're making a good game.
No.
That's
We're
not bad, yeah.
making a subpar game. That's what we're aiming for.
No. Any game that's not World of Warcraft is already better than World of Warcraft.
Well, it makes a lot of sense, because if someone's dual-wielding one-handed weapons, why should their stat gains be any different than someone who's wielding a two-handed weapon?
5 mana.
I just mean, like, just because you're using two hands doesn't mean you have double the power.
Well, you have more.
You're
than
obviously
if you
gonna have
had one
more power.
hand.
Yeah, you're obviously gonna have more, but double? I don't fucking think so.
Yeah, realistically, it doesn't make sense, but balance-wise,
It doesn't make sense.
you would only use the two-handed weapons because let's just say hypothetically, if we're thinking in terms of damage, people would always use normal bows and just shoot twice instead of having to shoot once then reload, because you'd be doing more damage that way.
Or shut up.
That is a good retort, sir.
I have gotten you.
This is the best design discussion ever.
Remember when I got you good? Me too. It was just now. Gotcha.
Well, I think that all of our viewers just picked up something.
All that I don't like arguing.
They picked up something great about design, and that's what we wanted.
No, I mean, I understand what you're saying, Josh, but sometimes double is too much.
I think
That's
does.
really the only point I'm trying to get at.
I wasn't suggesting it. I was just saying that's how it would balance, right? Because the other game that spent a lot more time on design than us has done that.
No, I think it's a pertinent point. We should look at other games for what they do, and then we should try and craft something that works better. It's a good point to bring up World of Warcraft. I mean, we've brought up other games from Blizzard before, but if we were going to look at World of Warcraft and break it down and try and differentiate our game and look at the things that we think it does wrong, then I think that Logan's certainly correct. One of the issues that he and JJ were talking about was how they handle two-handed weapons versus how they handle single-handed weapons. And that's something that we're going to have to do shortly, is figure out what the damage thresholds are and how they differ between the two weapons. So it might be a conversation that we have again. It'll just be something that's much more exhaustively researched, unfortunately. But hey, if you guys on the viewer side are into that sort of thing, and you want to send in some links about World of Warcraft weapons, we'd love to see them. Or if you think that you have found another game that handles weapons better, we'd love to see that too.
You
I mean, if
could-
you think World of Warcraft sucks, you can just follow our Twitch.
You could go for what Grimlock did, or I think Grimlock did this, where bows scaled off strength for damage and dexterity for aiming, and then the crossbows or the guns in that game had
They
a
do full
base
damage.
damage, so like they don't scale off anything because you're not actually pulling the string harder. I mean, I don't know.
No, I'm.
That's
They either
interesting.
scaled all off of dexterity or they did something with strength. I don't remember. I think you're right though, Josh. I think it did a double thing there.
I don't know. I don't know how it works. I didn't put in a lot of time on the first Grimlock, and I only watched Grimlock 2. It's a game that I'd really like to play.
Yeah, I would recommend. I mean, playing Grimrock 1 it's good. It's a good game, but Grimrock 2 is so much better than the first one. It almost makes the first one. You just don't need to play it.
Yeah.
Except for to see how much better the second one is.
I really enjoyed watching. Souls games nailed it with how weapons scale with stats for the most part.
Absolutely.
I agree with that. I will say that we're kind of narrowed in what we can do. I mean, we have speed, attack, wisdom, and endurance. And I don't even know if we're going to do scalings based on those stats for weapons.
Right.
I don't even know how wisdom's going to work at the moment because right now it's this weird sort of stat where you don't want to build it at all on more than half the classes, and then on the classes that you do want to build it, it interferes with your ability to work with another class. Oh, JJ, I forgot to update you on this. We decided, at least for the demo, that we're going to cut out dual specking.
All right, that's gonna be so much easier to balance.
That's
Super easy to balance.
Yeah, I agree. Barangutan is terrifying. Yes, he is. They described him as a hairy, half-naked man earlier. I think that's the scariest thing.
It drops down from trees and squeezes you.
He's that guy. You go to your local gym and like you and your friends are hanging out in the sauna after a nice workout.
And then
then-
Danny DeVito walks in, but
Right.
he's jacked.
See, it doesn't even have to be Jack Danny DeVito. It can just be a guy who looks like a Fox News correspondent who won't leave. You know, and he's not the kind of guy who walks around wearing a towel because back in the day they didn't do that. He's just walking around, hanging free.
He's too conservative for that.
He's like, how are you guys doing? How's school?
Did you guys see the football game?
Right, where you guys go to school? And then he lays down, like he lays out on his
He
own bench
lays
across
down.
from you, and he smells kind of like rare steak, and you're all just sort of wondering when he's going to leave, and he never does. It's like this place has been his home forever, and you just happen to be he's the sauna spirit, He's like the sauna nymph.
I remember this in my Japanese mythology class.
Yeah.
The Danny DeVito sauna spirit.
Sauna spirit, exactly. It's like that scene in Spirited Away where
Oh, yeah, where-
No-Face comes in,
Yeah.
and that's what this is a true story. That's what my friends and I had to deal with. We were in there for like an hour and a half with this
Wait,
guy.
really?
Yeah.
I thought you were just making this up.
No, we were in there for like an hour and a half with this guy, and he kept on asking us how school was going with like an extra 40 or 50 pounds of stomach, hanging up above the bench.
You know how you would have gotten him out of there?
I'm sure we could have found a way to get him out of there.
You just gotta ask him to touch his. You just gotta ask him if he can touch his wiener.
No, you see,
That'll get him right out of there.
Here's the thing. We're at the local health club This guy is like in his 50s, right? There's no way that he's not telling management if anything like that happens. Like if we had so much gone to like give each other a peck on the cheek to get him out of there, management would have known, and we would have never been able to come back. That scene
Welcome
is
to
great.
America.
Where Danny DeVito comes out, Shanty. Yes, that scene. I hope you remember that scene. It was, they
Yeah,
almost
it's where-
deleted it.
It's where he's no, but actually the scene where he's in the spring and he's getting fat, right?
Yeah.
And he's like spilling out. Yeah.
I mean, that's what we experienced.
he's in there getting fatter and fatter and spilling out of the sauna.
It was a sad day.
His body turns to liquid black ooze, and it just feels so wrong, but you know it's so right.
It wasn't right. I don't think it'll ever be right. I
It'll
don't think I can
never be
ever
right.
be right again. After
I've had 18,000 showers since then. I still don't feel right.
There's still, it's like when you get back from the beach and you've got sand in between your toes.
And you can still feel it after you wash it out.
Yeah. It's like I've got
It's like
black
that
goo
forever.
in between my toes. And it's never going away.
All I can picture is like little Danny DeVitos in your toes.
No, please.
Ugh.
I don't like that.
And it's just being Danny DeVito in your toes.
No, please. Danny DeVito.
Please stop, Danny DeVito toe troll.
See that horrible display last night? Which horrible display, Awkward Jam? We're making drop bears.
Yeah, I mean, orangutans like trees and stuff, right? Bears, something
Yeah.
about the forest. Yeah, drop bears.
Well, we were thinking that with the combined genetics of an orangutan and a bear, they'd be great climbers. It's just they're really heavy when they drop from trees. So they have to land on something.
So what they do is they get to the very top of the tree tips over and breaks, and that's how they land. It just like does the cartoon thing where the tree like bends almost all the way in half.
What would be great animation is you have a Turfoxel going through a forest, right? He's just
Right.
flapping his way, and his wings are working overtime. He's just flapping through the
Because he's a
forest.
turfoxel.
Because he's a Turfoxel, right? And he's trying really hard to get through it, and then it cuts to this orangutan who's climbing up a tree, trying to get to this piece of fruit or whatever's up there, And you have these two cutting. You've got the and maybe there's a parallel sort of God, what do they call that? Maybe there's some parallel editing going on where you've got Turfoxel in one scene, orangutan in another. He finally gets the fruit and he's reaching for it, and the tree starts tipping, break, and then out of nowhere, flattened Turfoxel. Orangutan 1,
It'd be
Turfoxel
funny
0.
to see like the turfoxels resting on top of a tree, and the tree just starts to like bend over. It's because the orangutan's bending it down to get a fruit,
Yes. What might be
and when he lets it go, the turfoxel just goes flying.
what might be even better is the Turfoxel's flight thing is happening, right? And then after the orangutan lands on him, you realize like it goes over to the player's perspective, and they're on the other side looking at that grid, and the Turfoxel is just moving from the middle row to the front row that whole time. Does that make sense? No? Damn. Okay, I'll draw it for you guys. That's what I'll do. Flight of the Turfoxel. Take 1. I'm so sad. I thought that.
We'll make it our banner.
Here. Grab this. Alright, so you got your 3 rows on one side, you got your 3 rows on the other. You got your Turfoxel here. And at the beginning of the animation, he is. Let's just give him some wings. He's flapping through the forest, right? He's just having a grand old time.
Trying to kill himself.
So you guys almost got a DeVito Spirited Away Photoshop. I decided to focus on doing real work. No. Alright, so you've got your party over here, which you don't see yet. That's not in the mix quite yet. Anyway, Terfoxel's flapping, and it looks like he's flapping for like 20 minutes. He's had this real difficult journey, but in all actuality, what's happening is he's flapping to the front row, and so you've got the cinematic that's been going on for 3 minutes where it's intercutting between the bear orangutan and the Terfoxel trying to get to the front row, and then finally. When the Terfoxel's crossing the threshold, you see like a little line that would designate like the front between front row and middle row that the player would be aware of. So
Oh, I understand
diegetically,
what you're trying to say now.
yeah, diegetically within the mechanics of the game, he's crossing this line finally, and then boom, the bear orangutan lands on him, and then it cuts to the players over here looking at it, and that's like the trailer for the game.
Oh my god, yeah. That's the whole trailer.
Yeah.
And for some reason you think you're the orangutan.
Yeah, you think that you're just seeing something happening in the world, and then you realize you're in the encounter.
Like, oh.
Yeah, it'd be a cute one, I think.
I would like that. Even if it's not like the trailer, if it's just like a teaser animation.
A teaser. Yeah, I think it would work.
Coming this fall. Fuck.
Well, guys, we got our animation out of the way, our teaser.
I know.
Now we know what we're doing.
It's like that classic trope of a really cute thing, like just having its face break up into giant tentacles and grab people.
Yes.
And it's like, oh, it's okay. Oh god, no! Orangutan.
No. No! Yeah, maybe the Terfoxel is like just his feet are just barely peeking out from underneath it. This little
You could do
obvious.
like a Wizard of Oz thing.
Yeah, and an obvious solution to the Wizard of Oz.
Platypustule should be flagship monster. I don't know. At that point, I feel like we're just copying Dragon Quest.
In the narrative, there should be like a really huge build up to like this forest full of chimeras, and that it's a terrible place to be, and like the Terfoxel's the first thing you see. It's kind of doofing about.
And you just go, oh, and then he gets smushed by a bear orangutan. I see a recurring theme.
You get to the last boss of the game. He's like this wizard on top of a tower, whereas
And then
you're
the bear
about to
orangutan
confront him.
comes down.
Bear orangutan lands on him.
I'm the real boss. I mean,
Like during the first encounter, he gets like launched into the sky somehow, and he only comes back down at the final boss fight.
Yeah. He's
one orangutan of the whole game.
his fur is graying, and he lands on the boss, and he's like trying to speak with you in half orangutan, like half human speech, because he's seen so much of the cosmos now. He's this enlightened orangutan, who's journeyed across many timelines. He's just trying to impart all of the wisdom that he's come across, and he can't because he's limited by his orangutan speech. And then you kill him.
Oh, that's like Space Odyssey said.
Right.
Orangutan is the 5th playable class in the humans.
The 5th human class.
You have to not kill him to
Confirmed.
unlock him.
Confirmed.
Yeah, you have to play through every single class and every human class twice, and then choose not to kill the
Not
orangutan.
to kill the orangutan.
And you unlock the Elder Time Lord orangutan class.
Yeah. I saw many things. Ooh, ah, yeah. Doesn't translate. Maybe you have to be playing as an elf class to translate what the orangutan is saying.
Maybe the orangutan knows sign language.
Maybe he's picked up sign language, and only people who know sign language will understand this part.
There's
So-
like no subtitles for what he's saying, and all your characters are just like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, all right, kill it. That's the final boss. We've got to kill it, guys.
He like cues up the saddest orchestrated song in existence.
Oh, it's like Great Wolf Sif. No.
So you're just like, why is this music so sad? And you
Please.
notice the orangutan isn't fighting back.
Please not Sif again, please. That scene broke my heart.
Good.
I don't think I'll ever be whole again after that.
After that and the sauna incident,
Yeah.
I'll never be the man I once was.
I shan't ever return. Alright, so that's all the weapons that we needed to design for today.
Yeah, I noticed we took a big turn.
We did. We had a nice conversation. Dark Souls, Prepare to Cry edition. Yes. Yes, definitely. That was the Dark Souls that I played. God. All of them. Yeah. True that. The lore is so sad.
Yeah, damn it.
Alright, I really think that one of you should, or JJ, I know that you've already started on your year-end project, but it's time to replace it with that cinematic. And also, what would be great is if we could tie it in with that idea that we just had of that orangutan going through time. Like he's climbing up this
my
tree
God.
and he's passing through different eras. And
We
like,
need to get someone to have like a very stoic narrative voice and just be the orangutan's inner voice.
yeah.
So he narrates every trailer.
Oh, oh.
Well, I
is
didn't mean
this?
like a orangutan.
No, exactly. But he goes from orangutan to actual voice. He's like, "Where am I? What is this?"
It could just be the whole scene of him being enlightened, and all you see is just like the stars zooming in and out, and just like it's just slowly moving in the distance, and he's narrating
And
his
Phil Collins
transition.
comes in the background. I wanna know, please show me. You know.
And this, like all of our teasers make you think that you're going to be this stoic orangutan time traveler.
And then we don't. And then we underdeliver.
Yeah, and then we don't even put him in the game.
You know, we give you like 28 classes instead of the orangutan. And everyone's rioting because you're like, no, that's not what I paid for.
This
Yeah,
is
we'll
not what
put
the
in-
prophecies foretold.
We'll put in as $30 DLC.
$30 DLC. The orangutan.
Oh man, I love being EA.
The voyage of the orangutan.
Oh
I knew that'd
man.
make you laugh. I knew that'd make you laugh, Josh.
We should,
know
if
me
we
so
ever have.
well.
Oh, go ahead.
That was it.
If we ever have DLC, we should name them like the EA DLC bonus pack.
EA inspired humble bundle and powered bonus extravaganza pack 1.
The we hope to be Ubisoft someday bonus